private line and chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of their lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my 10 in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster, set tripping banker. And my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Power and the money, money and the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour, everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I got to learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck, fool. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are
Soldier Boy in it, oh, watch you crack that, watch it up, watch you crack that Soldier Boy, Superman, and watching you, and watching you, and watching you.
Who is Soldier Boy? And what in the heck is that dance?
Ooh, Soldier Boy?
Soldier Boy tough. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soldier Boy. You just gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right. Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy? That Superman? That now why me crank that Soldier? 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 Now what? Soldier Boy, up in it. Why me lean that? Why me rock? Superman? That yeah, why me crank that RoboCop? Super friend, now why me jocking on them, hate them, man. When I do that, Soldier Boy, I lean to the left, then crank that thing now. I'm jocking on you, I'm jocking on you. And if we get the fight, then I'm you catch me at your local party, yes, I crank it every day. Haters getting mad, cause I got me some bathing Nate. Soldier Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it, why me roll? Why me crank that Soldier Boy, that Superman? That now why me crank soul. Now I mean you. Crank that soul. Now I mean you. Crank that soul. Now what? Soldier boy, I finna. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy? Then Superman. Now I mean you. Crank that soul. 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 Now what? I'm bouncing on my toes. Why me super soak that? I'ma pass to A-Rab and he gon' crank it up for sure. Haters wanna beat me, soldier boy. I'm the man. They be looking at my neck, saying it's them rubber band, man. Why me do? Why we do it? Damn, let get to it. No, you can't do it like me, though. So don't do it like me, folk. I seen you try to do it like me. Man, that damn was ugly. Soldier boy, I finna. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy? That Superman. Now why me crank that soul? 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 Now what? Soldier boy, I finna. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy? That Superman. Now why me crank that soul? 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 Now what? I'm too fresh, I'm finna. Why me crank it? Why me crank that Roosevelt and super soak that? Super soak that. Super soak that. Super soak that. Super soak that. I'm too fresh, now why me? Why me shuffle? Why me crank that soldier boy? Now Superman. 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 Soldier boy, I finna. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy? That Superman. Now why me crank that soul? 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 Now what? Soldier boy, I finna. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that soldier boy? That Superman. Now why me crank that soul? 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 Now what?
I move with my heart, say nothing. Links me to the crime, not a print, not a hot damn clue. Beating these down is what I came to do, and I ain't playing by a hot damn rule. Shaking you down if you ain't paying your dues. We passing up your block and ooh, my screws are loose. Don't call my hand, cause you gon' make me act a hot damn fool. Dead discussion, you will not win, cause I will not lose. Can't be touched, can't be stopped, can't be moved, can't be rocked, can't be shook. We hot, when will you know? Came to get crunk, came to bring life, came to get started, came to get right. Turn down the music, turn up my mic. When will you know?
Creep on in, on in, on in. Ooh, see, I'm riding high, high. Whoa, kinda broke, you see me, y'all. So all I got is fire. I got fire.
Player, give me some brew and I might just chill. But I'm the type that like to light another joint like Cypress Hill. I still do be spit loogies when I puff on it. I got some bucks on it, but it ain't enough on it. Go get the S, the T-I-D-E-S. Nevertheless, I'm hella fresh, rolling joints like a cigarette. So pass it across the table like ping pong.